Okay, we have our first guest speaker for the weekend, and he has been with the Academy for nearly 10 years, or about 10 years now. He is no stranger to a 4-day seminar stage, and he is 21st Century Academy's insurance guru. I got in trouble last time because I left out guru, but he definitely is a guru. He is going to talk to you tonight briefly on insurance. We've only got him up here for a very short time, so take everything in that you can. Please give him a very warm welcome to the stage for Mr. Igor Loutkovsky.
Wow. I thought there'd only be about 20 people here after Jamie's thing, but that's fantastic. Thanks for that guru introduction. My wife doesn't think I'm a guru, but that's all right. Insurance, okay. You guys are going to learn a lot this weekend. A lot of things that are going to promote wealth, but one of the themes that are going to be coming up more and more is going to be the word insurance. Not just the sort of stuff that I talk about, but the stuff that the speakers, especially with the share structures and so on, are going to be talking about. That's my name up there with ASIC. I've got to tell you these regulations. Igor Loutkovsky. For those who can't pronounce Loutkovsky, Igor will do, or with a more formal introduction, Mr. Igor. If you ring the office up, Mr. Igor's fine. Actually, my son told me that when he first went to school, there was no one could pronounce the word Loutkovsky, and somehow they found out that my name was Igor. So from then on, he was known as Son of Igor. So Igor will do. Okay. A few little things there. ASIC tells me that I'm qualified to talk to you about things. Loutkovsky Financial is the name of my firm. We have 8 people in the firm, 4 licensed brokers. Out of the 8 people, there's only 2 males. So it's, I'm not male chauvinist, it's strange with Russians, but I'm not a male chauvinist. Okay, Marsh is probably the world's largest insurance brokerage, has over 60,000 employees. We're not an employee of Marsh, they're my financial services licence holder. I contract under them. All that does for you is to ensure that if there's any need for any type of insurances, the sort of insurance I deal with is body insurances. I don't insure cats, I don't insure houses, I don't insure cars, I insure bodies. Now, Marsh will ensure through our brokerage that you'll have access to every insurance company in Australia and they'll be vying for your services. The sort of companies that we tender to are these companies there, all of Australia's leading companies. What that means is that if there's a requirement for you for insurances, we tender to these companies and these companies will be bidding for your services. Now, the way we do this is that, and there's a lot of people in this room who are clients of mine. I know there's people here from Western Australia who are clients. The way we do this is that we initially put you through a fact-finding process. We try to find out what you require. We then go to tender with it. It takes about 5 working days to get your tenders back, and then we email it to you. Because of the spread of clients throughout Australia, it's extremely difficult for us to have one-on-ones. We're situated in Sydney, but we've got clients all over Australia. 21st Century Academy has been going for about 10 years now, and it's spread throughout every state. It's just amazing how things have gone. All right, so they're the sort of companies that we deal with. The situation with 21st Century Academy is that Jamie became a client of mine 10 years ago and he started using us ever since. I think one of the main reasons is he hasn't had any complaints. But we do try our very best to make sure that you get what you want at the right price. Okay? Now, the type of insurances that we deal with, there's only 2 basic types of insurances. One is called a lump sum insurance. Let me just flick through this because I've only got 10 minutes. Okay, the 2 major types of insurances are those that produce lump sums. Okay, $1 million, $2 million, $500,000, whatever it is. The first of those is called term insurance. It's also called life insurance, but it's really death cover, drop dead cover. But the insurance companies don't like calling it that because it doesn't have a great marketing ring, you see. But what it does, it produces a lump sum to pay out things like debt, make sure that your family's looked after, look after any sort of people that you want to leave money to, but that's what it is. The next thing is total and permanent disablement. And that produces a lump sum in the event of total and permanent disablement. So just in case you don't do the right thing and die, there's another lump sum produced to do the same sort of thing as the term insurance. Looks after you, pays out your debt, looks after your family. The last of those insurances is trauma insurance. Who's heard of trauma insurance? Okay, great new product. Well, it's 10 years old now. It was actually invented by Professor Marius Barnard out of South Africa. He was a heart surgeon. He went to the insurance companies and said to them, give me something that will look after my clients after I fix them. I can fix the heart, but I can't fix the wallet. So they came up with this thing called trauma insurance, which produces a lump sum in the event of diagnosis of one of 40 shitty conditions in life. Okay? Heart attack, stroke, cancer, all of those awful things. It even insures you for Alzheimer's, but you'd probably forget to make a claim. Okay, so they're the lump sum covers. The other one is the drip feed cover, which is income protection. Income protection pays you on a 75% of your salary and continues to pay you that until you return to work. It covers you 24 hours a day, anywhere in the world, in the event that you can't work. Doesn't cover you for being redundant, but it does cover you from sickness and injury. Okay, now there's some interesting things that have happened in the insurance industry. The 21st Century Academy Accounting may touch on it, but certainly, who's got self-managed superannuation funds in the room? Okay, cool. From the 1st of March of this year, it is now possible to pay, well, you've always been able to claim term insurance and TPD through self-managed super, but now you can do income protection to age 65. In some cases, you can also do trauma insurance through there. So talk to me about that if you need to. The other good thing about self-managed superannuation is from the end of September of this year, super funds can now borrow money. It's never been the case before. Superannuation funds, it's a bit out of my field, but I'm telling you this, that you can consult with the 21st Century Academy Accounting people. You can borrow money, which is an enormous new thing for self-managed super funds. Okay, that's my website address. Okay, now the interesting thing about insurance is $2 billion was paid out last year in insurance claims, $8.3 million a day, just in case you're one of the people who say you never get paid. Insurance companies don't pay, well, they do. $1 billion worth of life insurance and the rest of them there. It's a staggering amount. Okay, the last thing that I want to say to you is that I'm going to be here for 3 days. I've got the table out the front there. It's got the Lou Fenn sign out there. There's only 54 appointments available, 15 to half an hour appointments. If you want to see me, put your name down the appointment sheet. If we can't, there's 450 people, so 54 won't go into 450. But there's a handout here, these insurance things. Now, if you complete those, hand them to any person with a red shirt or a blue shirt, and they'll get to me. Now, once they get to me is that if I can't see you over the course of the weekend, we will email you. So make sure you put your email address on, and we'll send you some information. And down the track, if you want to do something about that, we can do that, okay? So insurance is there to give you one thing only, is peace of mind. You insure your car, insure your house. If you're not doing either, and something happens to you, you won't be able to drive a car and you won't be able to walk around the house. If you think that as a result of this seminar that you'll give up your job and start doing options trading, let me tell you, the most important thing about options trading is you've got to have a clear head. Now, if something happens to you halfway through your wealth creation strategy and you can no longer deliver the clearness of thought to deal correctly within the options market or even the share market of any kind, then all of those strategies, it's basically that the wealth creation process works something like this. Jesus, who put these on? Okay, shares, property. So you're creating your wealth strategies. You need something down the bottom down here. They're going to tell you how to use put options to insure your shares. They're going to tell you how to insure your property against it burning down. This is the basis of personal insurance here. It ensures that while you're creating your wealth, if something happens to you in the meantime, that these structures don't fall down either side. So that's about all I've got to say is that if you need to see me over the weekend, please do. If there are clients in here that are mine, please come up and say hello. So thanks very much. Is there any questions that you want to ask before we finish? Okay, cool. We'll talk to you over the course of the weekend. Thanks very much for having me.